What's up, Shadow Squad? It's your boy, the Dark Shadow here, and I'm deciding on doing something. Oh, look at that. New stuff. Right, so this is my spam deck that I may have showed you last time that I played this game, but I unlocked a new card, which is the Mirror, which is basically, you guys already know, it copies the same thing. Last card played, but plus 1 elixir. But now I'm not going to talk anything more about the game. I'm here to tell you guys a story. Now, this is the story of the first time I almost went to jail. Now, this goes back just a few months ago, literally. Just a few months ago. And, okay, so I'm in class. And the teacher's like, alright, so we're gonna do some class stuff. Let's do class stuff. Not that it's important for us, anyways. But so we just started getting in class, and it's like, what, almost time to go, like, it's gonna be like 3:20. It's almost like 3:40. Let's put it at, it was at 3:40, and everybody was ready to go. And then out of nowhere, she leaves the classroom for almost half an hour. No, mind you, for like at least 20 minutes, and they're not supposed to do that. Like, legit, they're not supposed to leave the classroom and just be on their way and doing other stuff. So, but she's a new teacher there at the school, so it's very reasonable. So, what I go, I notice that she leaves her keys in the in her closet. Now, me as a good person, I went to help her out. I went to close the closet doors. Tell me why, as soon as I close it, like lock it, she comes in and saying, why are you trying to steal my purse? First of all, I didn't even know her purse was in there. Second of all, it's like, hey, I'm doing you a favor, because like there was somebody who steals stuff, and it was like, nah, man, don't do it. And it's like, man, you lame. I'm like, I don't care, but I'm not gonna get in trouble for something so stupid. So I go and close the closet. She comes in and says, why are you trying to steal? Why are you trying to steal my purse? And mind you, this purse, I'm not trying to be mean, but that purse was hideous. I'm saying, we're talking, it was expensive, but it looked ugly, like repulsive. It looked expensive, but it was, I should like put a big picture of it, like for you guys to see. It was hideous. Trust me, it was terrible. So I'm like, lady, I didn't even know your purse was in here for the first place. Second of all, why are you yelling at me for something? I'm trying to help you out. And he's like, nah, you're trying to steal my stuff. You were trying to steal my phone. And her phone is a raggedy old LG. It's like, I think like the first LG that ever came out in the world. It's like a raggedy old LG. And he's like, look, you're trying to steal my phone. My phone is expensive. And I'm like, and my mom, I'm like, okay, you're lying, because that phone looks like it's been through garbage. But that's none of my business. So I go and saying, no, I was trying to close the door. And he's like, no, you're trying to steal my stuff. Now I got to check everything to make sure you didn't steal anything. I'm like, all right. And now she writes me up. I spent 2 days in ISS for stupid stuff. So then, and look at that, I win. And so then I'm like, all right, so it's not that bad. Tell me why. The very next day after my suspension, I go to my seat, and my seat is like, I have to go by her desk to go to my seat. I go by her desk and sit down, and she's like, what are you doing behind my desk? I was nowhere near her desk. Nowhere near her desk. Nowhere near her desk. Well, I was technically, but I wasn't even nowhere near behind her desk. I'm like, what are you doing behind my desk? Lady, I went by your desk to go to my seat. And she's like, no, you're lying. Again, now I have to check all my stuff to make sure you, sir, did not take anything. And I'm like, okay, clearly this lady does not know that she has trust issues. I'm telling you, man. It's like, oh my god. And then, to top it all off, I would be reading a book, and she assumes I'm on my phone. And she's like, why are you on your phone? I'm like, I'm not on my phone, I'm doing my work. I'm reading. the page you just told me to read. And you're like, no, you're not. You're on your phone. It's like, what? And she comes over and checks. She literally walks over and checks, and she's like, give me your phone. I was like, I'm not even on it. I didn't, in no way, shape, or form did I pull it out, whip it out, or did I, wait, what was I saying? Oh, no. In no way, shape, or form did I whip out my phone or put it back in my pocket. It was in my pocket the whole time, and she's asking for it. She's asking for this cell phone, and like I was using it. Like, lady, I had no use of any cellular device. I'm trying to be all nice about it too, and I threw that spell in the wrong way. But it's alright. The spell, it still works. But back to topic. She just assumes that. It's always assumptions with this lady. She's always assuming something with me. And then like, she's like, now I can't trust you anymore. Back before I could trust you, I'm like, lady, you never trusted me. When I walked into class, the first thing she said to me was like, I don't trust you. You look suspicious. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? And he's like, I even asked her, well, why do you think I'm suspicious? I don't know. It's probably the way you're dressed or the way you look. It was like, and then she asked me a whole bunch of questions, like, a whole bunch of questions related to my family. What history does my family have or something? I'm like, I don't know these questions. I don't know the answer to these questions. So then it's all well and good until like she just assumes that I've been, you know, doing wrong stuff. She just assumes that I've been doing a whole bunch of wrong. She never assumes good of me. And she only gets on me. There would be other people in the classroom on their phones. All of them would be on their phones, and she would only see me on my phone. Which is like messed up as all crap. But I mean, hey, that's them right there. That is well, it's not even them. That's her. Swear to God, man. I was like legit almost close to fighting this lady too. I was legit almost close to fighting this lady. But anyways, yeah, that's the story on how I almost got arrested over some simple crap. I almost got arrested over something simple. But yeah, I mean, and then like, oh, it's like totally related too. There's this other dude that he can't see if he sits in the back, right? And the teacher knows this, so she forcefully sends him to the back of the class. She sends him to not the very back, but like back to the back of the class. And he's like, no, I can't, because I can't see. He's like, you're gonna do it because I'm the teacher and you're supposed to listen to me. But really, everybody's just started retaliating behind this dude because he's super cool. He's super cool. And then he's like, hey man, the dude can't see. So one of my friends gets up and says, hey, he can't see. I'm just gonna get up for this dude. He's like, no, because if you do, I would look dumb, and I wouldn't look like I have the right, and I wouldn't look like I have the right. Then that means I wouldn't be a teacher because I wouldn't be in the right. I would be in the wrong. He's like, what are you? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, how are you in the wrong? Because we're trying to help out a student. Teachers are supposed to help out students, make them feel more comfortable so they can succeed. And she's always telling us, oh, I want you to succeed and stuff. It's like, if you really want us to succeed, then let us sit where we please, where we feel most comfortable in seeing the board, so we could actually pay attention in some classes. But she's like, no, I'm the teacher. I'm supposed to make the rules. You're kids. You're not supposed to make no rules. I'm like, in what state of mind does one teacher become like the Hitler of the classroom? I'm like, and she's like, why are you comparing me to Hitler? Hitler was bad. I am not that. I'm a good teacher. And it's like, you're clearly not, because hey, you're sending a student out the classroom. Why? Because he can't see the board? He clearly can't see the board, and you're sending him to the back of the classroom where he definitely can't see. So what's up with that, man? What's up with that? So what's up with that, man? You're trying to send somebody in the back of the classroom so because they can't see, and just because they can't see, you're gonna use that as an advantage to yourself to mess with him. I'm like, hey, man, that's not right. That's like completely off rip. And then like there's this other dude in there that for real, he like doesn't like the teacher. Like just like me, I don't like this teacher at all. But then he's all like, well, you shouldn't be like treating this dude wrong. And he's like, why are you defending him? He's like, well, we're not defending him. We're just trying to help him out, man. We're just being like that good person trying to help up somebody. And he's like, you're not a good person. You're being part of the problem. It's like, how are we being part of the problem if we're trying to help somebody? Like, answer me that. Like, we're trying to help somebody, and then the teacher's gonna go on a rant saying, "Oh, you're part of the problem. You're not helping me out. I'm the teacher. You're supposed to help the teacher out in teaching." But, and I mean, it's just like a big mess. I really don't want to go into either. But I mean, but that's the story on how I almost got like in jail and almost got suspended out of school too. I mean, it's not that big of a story. I mean, it's just a small little story I wanted you guys to know, because a lot of you guys been hitting me up on my Twitter saying, "Hey, you got a backstory on how some of your stuff happened before?" And he's like, and I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Let's hear it." I'm like, all right. So y'all really must want to hear the story. So I just go on a rant, and hey, that's the story on how I almost got arrested for something so simple, and that was me just being a helping hand person. That was me being a helping hand person. I was helping out somebody. I was like being helped out. I was helping out somebody in the troubles, in the woes, and that was me helping out somebody. And I do just one thing nice, and then like she just goes on retaliating. Oh, you are so dumb. And doing. Let me just tell this dude GG. I really don't care if I lost. But yeah, I mean, it just irritates me knowing that there are some people out there like that. They don't care about like other students and everything. But that just gets me really edged up. I mean, like, it gets me mad. And it's so irritating too, because I have to deal with it on a daily basis. I have to deal with her on a daily basis, and it just makes my head hurt just thinking about it. But yeah, you guys wanted to hear a story on the story about my life, so that's the story. I think that's all I gotta say for this video. I mean, I'm not ending the video here, but let me see. How much are we at? I don't want to reveal anything else. All right. I think we're still recording. Yeah, we're still recording. But yeah, that's the story. Just waiting on somebody to accept my "Can you beat me?" But yeah, I mean, that's the story. It's like so irritating to do too. And I mean, it just really irritates me too. And the fact that her purse was ugly too. And the fact that I didn't even know she had a purse in there or a phone. I didn't even know she had like a phone. And then like she wants to yell at me and saying, "Oh, you're all this, all this, all this." Oh, and another thing. I rarely ask. So she's super cool. She lets you. She can let us charge our phones in class, right? But that's if we ask her. So I go ahead and ask her like after a few months of not asking her, right? So then she comes up to me and say, I come up to her and say, "Hey, do you think I could charge my phone?" And she's like, "You always, every day, you're asking me. You're asking me every day to charge your phone. Every day. There's not one day where you don't ask me to charge your phone." I'm like, hold up. You gotta calm down. First of all, I hardly ever ask you to charge if I can charge my phone. I hardly almost never ask her if I can charge my phone. But then that's none of my business again. So then I'm like, all right, it's all well and good. It's all well and good. And then she goes on saying, well, you are keep asking me to charge your phone. That is just not right for anybody else to charge their phones, and you get to charge yours. I'm like, who else is asking to charge their phone? Nobody. I see nobody else asking to charge their phone. I see nobody else asking for them to charge their phone. I'm like, do you see anybody else asking to charge their phone? Do you see anybody else? And she's like, well, no, but that's not the point. I'm like, exactly, that is the point. You just ask to charge phones. That's all you do. You just ask to charge phones. We're just asking to charge our phones, and that's it. We're not asking for much. And she's like, well, it's not fair for the other students who want to do it. And I'm like, oh, so you're gonna let other students charge their phones, but you're not gonna let me charge my phone? All right, I see how it is. He's like, no, that's not the case. And I'm like, then what is the case? Because clearly you don't want me charging. You're just complaining that I keep asking you every day, which I don't. And she's like, you know what? Go, like, get out of my classroom. I'm gonna walk out of her classroom all mad and everything. But tell me this. Tell me why. Like, a week after, she goes on and says, I asked her to go to the restroom, and she comes up with the same bull crap, saying, well, why do you keep asking to go to the restroom? Why do you keep asking? I'm like, when? And I hardly ever ask her to if I can go to the restroom. I'm like, when do I ever ask you repeatedly if I could go to the restroom? When do I ever ask you repeated question if I could go? Like, just tell me when. When does this happen? When? And she's like, every day. And I'm like, I ask everybody else, hey, back me up here. Do I ever ask to go to the restroom almost every day? And they're like, no, completely not. You don't ask to go almost every day. You may ask twice in a week or once a week, but you hardly ever ask her to go to the restroom. And like, exactly, everybody's backing me up, and he's like, why are you guys defending him? He's in the wrong. I am in the right. And I'm like, oh my God, lady, if you don't get out of here with your BS. And then every time we go to the restroom, she would ask, give me your phone. And I'm like, why? It was like, so you don't take forever. I was like, how are we going to use our phone? Taking a wee-wee and playing Angry Birds. Answer me this. How are we going to play Angry Birds while taking a wee-wee? But I mean, hey, that's on her, man. For real. And the only times that we could actually relax is when she has a sub. That's the only time we can relax is when she has a sub doing the classroom thing. That's the only time we can relax. Because literally we can't do anything else besides listen to her mouth go on and on how, oh, this, oh, this, that, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. You're in the wrong, I'm in the right, blah, blah, da-da-da-da. And it just goes on and on. It's like so annoying too. And the thing that gets me more mad about is the fact that it's like an everyday basis. This is like every day, and it's the last day of it too. That's when it all happens. That's when it all goes down. That's when it all goes down. When like she just, it's like it could be the last day, and she's already mad. She's already mad and everything. It could be the last day of the week, and she would be happy, but inside she is burning up with rage. And I'm like, lady, calm down. And then like it's like almost every day she's acting like she has like what, I don't know what she has. I really don't want to sound offensive right now, but it's true. I mean, she's like the complete and total nut job. She's a complete nut job. And I just feel sorry for whoever just gave her this job. Because she really doesn't need to be here. Really doesn't need to be here. She absolutely does not need to be here. She won't have the nerve to tell me, oh, you're in the wrong, I'm in the right, blah de blah blah blah. You know what I mean? It's just so rage-inducing. Like the first moment she like gets mad at you, you can automatically tell that you're not gonna have a good year with her. Even though she's like super nice, she's like extremely evil too. But I'm gonna cut the recording here just in case for something, alright guys? I'm gonna wait until the battle starts for me to cut the recording back on. Alright, I'm back. I mean, that's all I can say for this video, you guys. If you liked this video, and I just went on a tangent, like forever, oh my god, my internet is already cutting up. That's just great. That's just great. Oh, there we go. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for this video. If you want to hear another story that I have a bunch of stories actually. Tell me in the comments below, hit that like button down below, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe. Also, you may have heard that YouTube is acting up now, and now people are starting to get unsubbed from channels. Like, say if it's all depending on views now. So if you want to see my content and you want to get notified of when my stuff's gonna come out, this is a complete sellout, but hit that subscribe button and hit that little notification bell so you can get notified about when I upload a video. But anyways, guys, this is the Dark Shadow signing out this game.